Different era, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part. Some played the game, some changed the game. Some more the number, some earned their fame. Different eras, but the spark was the same. Left a mark on our hearts, we remember their names. Yeah, different eras, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Pleasure to have you here with me. On the way in, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got a lot to discuss tonight. Very active day at New York Jets training camp, but none of it was on the field. We're going to talk about that, what happened, what could happen, whose roles are coming back, and whose roles might be diminished. It's the Nick Shine Show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Gentry covered the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. First things first, the Nick Shine Show, produced by Cisco Lopez, musical artist Blitz BK, is very happy to announce that we have our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, Anchor Pest Control. The link is in the description. If you are in New Jersey or upstate New York, lower upstate New York, right above New Jersey there, go check them out. Give them a call. Tell them that Nick Shine sent you. We will be having some a video or a read coming in from them soon, but shout out to Carmen, who does a great job over there. I've used this service myself. They're fantastic. Response time, customer service is top notch. So if you're having any issues with anything, give them a call. Now, I'm going to start off like I always do on this program. How is that, folks? Anyone care to guess? Well, I'll tell you, for crying out loud. We are starting with something positive. We are starting with the news that I absolutely love. Where are you? Why is this so difficult to find? That's what she said. All right. Why won't this pop? Why won't this pop up? All right. No. Okay. Why are you not there? All right. Stupid fucking internet. Oh, my Lord. All right. Today's first story. The big man, ladies and gentlemen. My guy, the heart of the New York Jets defense, the guy that will allow everybody to do their job much easier. Tavondre Sweat is back. He's warming up with the rest of the team. The Jets activated him off of the non-football injury list on Saturday, and he's back out there. For those of you who watch this show, for those of you who know how adamant I was about getting this guy or someone like him, and when we made the trade to send Jermaine over to Tennessee and got him in return, I was screaming and yelling, celebrating on a stream when we started it in early March. This guy is going to free up the defensive ends. He's going to free up the other defensive tackles. He's going to free up everybody. Corner blitzes, everything is going to flow easier on defense, because of his abilities and what he can do in the middle. You can't single block him. If you do, he will be a game wrecker. So we start off the day with some good news. All right. Now, they didn't stay that way. Superstar sensation from first game of training camp, like we have every year. Maury Bamba out for a few weeks with a knee. Really jeopardizes his chances of making the roster. Of course, they can put him on the short-term IR if he's not back in time. But if you have a knee, you're anywhere from 4 to 6 at best. So we are 27 days away from the opener in Nashville, which a lot of us will be at. But I don't think Bamba will be there. He'll be home. He'll be watching. But I feel bad for the kid. And he did everything he could to make the most of an opportunity the other night. Tampa Bay kept throwing his direction, and he answered the call, and he made play after play after play. And you go from that high to now having a job maybe taken out right from under your feet. So prayers up to Bamba. Hopefully no surgery, just treatment, physical therapy, and quick road to recovery. This is somebody, as you know, I was talking about it Saturday night and Sunday night as well. I could have seen him taking Arian Smith's gunner job, playing the gunner across from Stiggers, upgrading our special team punt coverage, and having a role there and developing as a corner as the season went on in limited role. You know, you never know how the season's going to play. However, that's a bummer, man. That's a real big bummer. And I think that was the saddest news of the day for me, because we always we're Jets fans, right? We're the underdog. We're never really the favorite in anything. So I think naturally, whether we do it intentionally or not, we're always looking for that next underdog. We're rooting for the 7th round draft picks. We're rooting for the undrafted guys, the Brownlees, the Huffs, McGregor, and Watts. We were going nuts. Who's the other one? Leonard Taylor III. We were going crazy about these guys making the roster just because we're so entrenched in our underdog mentality as Jets fans. But I thought Bamba was really nice. And prayers up to him. Hopefully he heals. Now, the really big news of the day, right? And not everyone's going to agree with me. They're going to say Breece Hall is a star. We just paid him. Yeah, but their roster spots are solidified. My heart goes out to the guy who was fighting for a job and then, a little freak injury. Now he's out for a little bit. But let's move on to Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Breece Hall pulled the groin, strained the groin. The imaging, Connor Hughes just tweeted a little while ago. Source, the follow-up on Breece Hall's groin confirmed the injury is minor. Big sigh of relief for the Jets. They'll be cautious with him, but it's weeks, not months. Now, how many weeks? Right? When it's the groin, you're not cutting, you're not moving. We've heard many times throughout NFL history, not just our team, other teams, you start rehabbing, you start working back, and then you have the setback. So I'm not going to focus too much on the injury. I'm going to focus on what the injury and missing time leads to. And that, of course, is Braelon Allen. I was on here the other day, and I was saying about Braelon Allen, how I think he could have more explosive runs for this offense. I think his running style fits Frank Reich's play calling, and Geno Smith throwing the ball downfield will open up a lot of holes for Braelon Allen to just hit the hole at full speed and have that breakaway. You saw it the other night. The play came together beautifully, and Braelon was gone. There's no spinning in the backfield. There's no avoiding contact. There's no dancing. It's mano y mano in the hole, hashtag Diana Rossini quotes, and then you go full speed ahead. I like that. I like Braelon Allen's style. You know, you need guys like that. Thomas Jones had Sean Green with him, right? Full speed ahead. Curtis Martin had Lamont Jordan, full speed ahead. You know, just guys who will lower their shoulder, make the contact, deflect off of you, and keep going. And sometimes they're full speed. They don't even slow down at the point of contact. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form saying I want Breece Hall to miss time. That's not where I'm going with this. But where I am going with this, if Breece Hall does miss some time, I'm very excited about Braelon Allen's opportunity. I'm very excited to see this running style with this offensive line and this play caller and how it develops. I love a bruising back. I love the big running backs. I love the guys that just play that smash mouth football. You got Membu, you got Tittman, got Parham, you got these guys, and now Olu's even bigger looking. Let's go. See what you can do. Can you line up? Can you stop us? If we got to run the ball and it's 3rd and 2, what are you going to do? You're going to put 8 in the box? Oh, okay. There's a guy named G5 over there. And nothing to worry about with Garrett Wilson. That was some tweets coming out early in the morning. It was Veterans Day off for Demario Davis and Minka Fitzpatrick, and Garrett Wilson had a little illness. So nothing to worry there. I know when he went up and caught that ball the other day, I was scared. And then he made a cut on the sideline. I don't know, looked like his knee buckled on him, but Garrett's very crafty and shifty. So I'm not stressing him. You know, he'll be back in a day or two. It's no big deal. Geno Smith with a brace on, I believe it today, or it was a wrap, but I've called him out. We were at the first open practice, and he's running sprints at the end of practice barefoot. All right, hippie. Put some shoes on, put some cleats on. You never know when something's in the ground or a spot is wet and you don't want to slip. That's why you have cleats on grass, for better traction so you don't slide and you don't get hurt. And even the other night, Breece Hall's got those shoes on and you still see him slip. Different surface, of course, on the turf. Modine's here, everyone. Please, everybody, join me. And I don't have it on this one. Damn it. You're gone. On show, ladies and gentlemen. But folks, if you're here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Macho Talk Sports, who last night won our mystery jersey, the first time we've ever done it. For those of you that missed it, it was the Mark Gastineau jersey, a white one too. I've given away green ones. I usually give away green ones, so that was the first time I saw a white jersey with the green numbers and the silver signature on it. So shout out to Macho and shout out to everybody. Programming notes for the week ahead, folks. Here's what we got. Obviously, we're doing a show tonight. Tomorrow night, we'll have a show, 6:30 as well. Thursday night, we're going to do a game preview. Friday night at 6:30, I'll be joined by Dylan Terriman, and we're going to have a watch party. You know, we did it for a couple preseason games last year. We did the Buffalo Bills game in the regular season, week 2, after we're coming off that high against the Steelers. So we're going to try to run it back. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to wipe the slate clean, and we're going to be here Friday night at 6:30. We got a couple guests that we're lining up. We have Connor Long locked in for the second quarter right now, and we're trying to work on the timing with some other guests. But we'll have people popping in throughout the night for the quarters. and then we'll leave the fourth quarter open to you shiners to call in. So again, with Breece Hall, it's about as good as it can be for a groin injury, right? Aaron Glenn, who people call out and people rip him on Twitter and social media, Aaron Glenn was right. He wasn't very concerned. They didn't seem like it was too bad. And the imaging from Connor Hughes 40 minutes ago says the groin, Breece Hall's groin confirmed, the injury is minor. So no surgery, nothing like that. You hope that this doesn't linger. You know, a shin, a groin, a knee. You move the wrong way. You roll to get out of bed. And we all know we've pulled a groin before. Tom Ace knows what I'm talking about. He's pulled a few. You hope that you just get your treatment, get the heat on it, get the E-stim, get the stretching and everything in place, and come back strong, man. 4 weeks is a very long time for a minor injury. Now, if you're capable to get back for Tennessee, now we know Breece Hall's in great shape. We know that. Maybe you just make Breece Hall a Dave Meggett for week 1. You use him as third down. You use him in the passing attack. You let Braelon Allen and Isaiah Davis be your runner. You don't let Breece take that full workload until he's fully back, right? If he's capable of it, sure, 100% Breece, get your 23 touches. But don't be surprised right now. And for those of you with fantasy or for those of you that love betting, I would go bet the over on Braelon Allen rushing yards in week 1 immediately. That would be my little gambling tip that comes out of this. Don't know if they adjusted it yet or if it's out and available yet, but that would be something that I look forward to. Might be a little prop bet that's worth cashing in on, and I would take Braelon Allen with a touchdown. I get both Isaiahs confused. Well, one is junior, one is senior, one's in the Hall of Fame, one's... Oh, you weren't talking Isaiah Thomas. You were talking Isaiah Williams and Isaiah Davis. Yeah, they're nothing alike, though. Williams is tall, wide receiver, and Isaiah Davis is the running back. Much different. They're not even built the same, but I get it. It's the names. Oh, Mo Dean, go suck a hot dog, dude. A giant hot dog. Where'd it go? Oh, man, I thought we had it uploaded. I miss Cisco when he's not here. Everything's so easy when Cisco's here. But, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. Let's throw out some Jets-related questions. With the injuries, with Sweat coming back, with Osai getting cleared and being physically fit, let's fire off some questions. We'll open up the call lines in a little bit. Again, $5 super chats, gifted memberships, get you on our next wheel, ladies and gentlemen. What's that wheel going to be? I'm debating. We have the game Friday night, and I'm teetering right now. So if any of you contribute tonight, you can have a say in what the next prize will be. Do we want to go with an old school player? Do we want to go with a present player? Do we want to switch it up? I'm always open for suggestions. I tell you guys all the time. It's your show. I just facilitate it. And where is that fucking picture? Here we go. You know what, Modine? You go have this. You go have that, bro. It's a Charles Gorman hot dog. It's Charles Gorman as a hot dog. Now, I don't know why that is split screen like that, but mess. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Mess is second in the clubhouse for the longest reigning Shiner. Knobcraft is first. Mess is now at second. So, Mess, I appreciate you. As Knob and everyone else. So, make sure Here we go. Yep. Second's the first loser, mess. We got to take out Knob. He'd like that, though. He's like, ooh, fancy night out on the town. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Here's the Charles Gorman hot dog. Shout out to the big fella who made this yesterday and sent it in during the show. Great show yesterday. Now, I'm not saying that because it's mine. I'm saying it because of the message. And Earl Christie here and the positivity and the outlook on life and the demeanor and the self-confidence and the awareness of who he is and what he believes. I really, really loved yesterday's show. You know, we talk a lot of football. We bust a lot of chops on this show. We pick, we tease, but I'm really proud of yesterday's show. You know, and I'm somebody who's worked really hard to change my life around, and to have somebody here who's just so spiritually grounded and uplifting, I thought it was amazing. You know, it was very positive. There was no nonsense. I went a whole show without a Diana Rossini joke, ladies and gentlemen. That's how serious the show was yesterday. So I am extremely proud of that. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Earl's got some great stories, and it was just an absolute honor to have him here. And I'm going to play right now. Cisco made a video for him, and it made Earl cry. And Cisco did great work. Enjoy. Awesome work by Cisco, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a Shiner and you have access to the emojis, make it rain the SL right now for Cisco Lopez and all the great work that he does. He had a family commitment tonight. He might be here a little bit later, depending how long the show goes. But folks, again, gifted memberships, super chats, $5 up, get you on the wheel. Also, if you're new here, we have a thing going on. if you become a paying recurring member of the channel on your own, you hit that join button. We do a raffle the last show of every month for everyone who is a paying member of this show, and you can win a prize. So on top of all of the raffle prizes that we do throughout the show, we do one special just for the shiners who have joined up. So far, our two winners have been Bobby Midnight, who won a Breece Hall jersey. He chose a Breece Hall jersey, I should say. He's like, I'm coming to the game in October, so I want a green jersey. What do you want, Bob? Give me a Breece Hall. Yeah, Breece Hall. He's going to do good this year. Okay, Bob. And then the second month was Kim. Kim has been a very long supporter of the show. She's in the top 5 for the longest shiners, and she won, and she chose a Garrett Wilson jersey, and she said to me, "This will be the first jersey she's ever owned." So I'm honored. Yeah, no shit, Weed. I told him I got the jersey for you, Bob. I'll give it to you when you get here. Yeah, what are you going to do that for? But anyway, folks, I see a couple questions you guys had in the chat. Lou, what's up, Lou? Was with Lou the other day. Good morning, America. He was a little concerned about me. You know what? Oh man, if Cisco was here, I could get that uploaded. But Lou got video of me when I decided to corner Woody Johnson and make a pitch, and then later on we snuck out to the field. I was like, "Come on, follow me. I know where to go." And they were like, "What are you doing? You're gonna get us banned." I'm like, "Nah, we're good. Come on." I'm walk out right out to the field, and we got a great picture together. And then we met up again at night and tailgated together. And then after the game, great time, Lou. Pleasure hanging out with you, your wife, and it's going to be a good time this season, man. Can't wait for many more. Read the people, ladies and gentlemen. It says Charles had an interview at my job today, Nick. I should be his new job coach. I hand the reins over of all things Charles Gorman to you. I will send it to Morningside Ave in Keensburg, and you can gladly take the reins of that. You already brought him home from the Clover Leaf Tavern, so I have no issue with you becoming a bigger role in his life, Weed. And you're running to the bathroom right now, so you already live the Charles Gorman way of life. Get home, go to the bathroom right away. Mess says, I'll always be here for you, Nick. Thank you, Mess. I appreciate you. Paul says with the video, I think we all cried a little. Yeah, and it was heartwarming watching so for those of you that don't know, obviously the boxes up here that you see, and then below it, there's little video boxes of every caller. And when you're not on screen, you can see how those people are reacting and what they're doing. And, sometimes you get one of these, which I recorded yesterday. And since we're talking Chuck, I'll show you. Here is Charles Gorman freaking out backstage watching a video. So that's what you get there. Sometimes you get a little crazy action. Other times you get a little heartwarming moment. DJ Danny Gomes, what's up, brother? Thank you. Appreciate you, man. You are our newest shiner. Welcome again. Great time hanging out with you as well, and your wife. We had a little bit of talk there at the end of the night, and when you were talking with Mikey and Lou, and very, very lovely lady. Very, very nice. Had to make sure Charles was being appropriate. So when I saw Charles Gorman make his way over, I'm like, oh, I got to go check this one. I got to intervene here. But Charles is a very open and honest human being. So I had to make sure Charles wasn't being too open and honest. I already had to play. I had to play a de-escalator in someone's DMs because Charles told us a story when he first gets there, and he goes, "Oh, you know what? I haven't heard from her lately. Last time we spoke, I told her that I was very attracted to her and I thought she was amazing, and haven't heard from her since." I messaged her. And I was like, "Is this true?" She's like, "Yeah." And then I took a picture of Charles. The picture of Charles standing there that Jay keeps showing is the picture I sent her. That's how that picture came about. And I was like, how do you resist this hunk, this elite athlete, this male specimen? And she's like, I don't know. But kudos to her for having the invincibility of Charles Gorman and his charm, folks. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody on all the Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter. We are flying up. I've been more active with Instagram, and I think in the last month than I have in the entire time I've had it. We've gained a couple hundred subscribers. Some of them have kicked over here. Twitter, we're closing in on 1,000. We're flying up there with a couple things I've shared the last couple days. So if you're on X, go search the Nick Shine Show. If you're on Instagram, the Nick Shine Show. Of course, you're here on YouTube, but all the Facebook groups, One Team, Our Team, UK, Jets, Germany, the Nick Shine Show. If you're on Facebook, search the Nick Shine Show. We'll get you added over there. We've been doing more there. It used to be Proud NYJ Fan, and now we switched it. So we're doing everything we can to promote on every place that we can. And it's really, really helped. And then Earl, Christy, and his wife, Darlene, they were promoting the show. And we're moving up the charts. We're at 2,522. Our goal was to be at 2,500 by the start of the season, and we eclipsed that with 4 weeks to go. So you know me. Next goal, let's try to hit 2,600 by the opener. We are 78 away, and with your help and your word of mouth, we can make that happen. But again, in the chat, if you got Jets-related questions, fire away. We'll do a quick segment with this. We'll ask some questions. I'll give you some of my honest answers, Jet-related, because I know how you guys get. I know who you be. So we had to make sure we put that there. And then again, here's Connor Hughes. The follow-up on Breece Hall's groin confirmed the injury is minor. Big sigh of relief for the Jets. They'll be cautious with him, but it's weeks, not months. That's about as good as you can get. The last couple days for Breece Hall, that slip on that turf, we were literally watching Danny, Lou, myself, Chef Kev, excuse me, and Lou B. We're watching this happen, and we're looking at all this, and Mikey Hulkans too was with us, and they're spraying the field, and it's like a brand new turf. That was the first game on that turf. They had the World Cup. Then the week before, they had the Chris Brown Usher concert. So they were literally putting this turf down. And then Breece Hall slips. Thank God, not injured. Garrett Wilson slips on the underneath pass when he's going towards the sideline. It looked like he wanted to stop and juke, and the leg kind of buckled, but he was okay. And then yesterday on that turf, Jamal Adams just running across the field. Now, granted, he's been out of football. I get it. He wasn't going full speed, and his quad just tears right off the leg. That's the old Triple H injury, for those of you that remember that, when he was on top of the table about to give a pedigree, and you saw the quad just tear right up the leg and roll up into a ball. Brian, what's up, Brian? Brian will be with us in Nashville. On top of Brian's not even going to be home. Brian's just going to Airbnb his house because rumor has it he's going to every Jet game and he won't be at home this entire season. So, Brian, I hope you bring a lot of good luck everywhere you go. He says, I got a Jets-related item. With this being the last year of Austin McNamara's 2-year deal, shouldn't we be expecting the team to extend him before week 1? If not, why? I don't think you're rushing to sign the punter. You can wait on that. I don't think there's a real big sense of urgency. Let's see how he does in year 2. Let's see if he improves, and then you can always do that. I'm always a big believer that if you don't get the business done by the start of the season, you do it at the bye week. The bye week's late this year in December. We've always said we wanted a later bye. We've had buys week 5. There's been a couple years where we've had the first or the second bye week possible. Kevin Zwicker, Triple H finished that match too. Yes. I knew Kevin would know the specifics there. But in terms of McNamara, I'm not panicking to extend the punter. You can do that in January. I'm not sure if there's some sort of tag you can put on him, a transition player, but I, I don't think it's anything worth panicking over. But see how he does. If it starts going well this year again, and he got even better than last year, yeah, give him a 4-year deal. Lock him up. He's a young kid. Absolutely. Paul with a question. Where would Breece get some groin relief? You know what? I got to read these questions before I put them on screen. You son of a bitch, Paul. You got me. And I say that as an endearing term. Very good, Paul. You got me. You had me in the first half, as the kids say. Bill, what's up, my friend? Do you think it'll be predominantly Zappy and Cook versus Steelers and Giants? No, you got to give Klubnik work, right? Like Geno didn't get any work this week. I think if Geno's foot is an issue, you give him this week off. You give Klubnik a quarter and a half. You extend him a little bit. You open up the playbook a little more. Let's not forget, Geno was supposed to start. So everyone's saying that Klubnik should have played more. Klubnik should have played more. It came out that day that Geno was out and Klubnik was in. So maybe they only had a quarter planned for Klubnik, and they went with the plays that he was comfortable with. He went down the field, field goal. Goes down the field, touchdown. How do you not feel good about that? Why we got to press? Why do we let the kid have that moment? Let him have that good start, and now you build upon it. Why keep throwing him out there if he's not prepared for it? Because he wasn't prepared to start, but he came in and he handled it really well. He was 5 of 7. A couple of the throws were off. If you go to Twitter and you find the highlights, the first throw to Taylor should have had the ball here. He had to spin and catch it. He had the guy beat. And if the ball is over here, he could turn upfield. But he gets caught when he had a spin because it was inaccurate. The throw to Garrett Wilson, inaccurate. Don't listen to what Charles Gorman says. It was a beautiful throw. It wasn't. That's why Garrett had to go do freakish Garrett stuff, because it was inaccurate. Let's chill. Some of it was against the second teamers with your starters out there. Let's chill. Again, with Klubnik, everyone's got to lower the expectations. But I think Zappy and Cook, you give one the third quarter, one the fourth quarter. That's it. You figure out the first half with Klubnik and Geno. If Geno's out, you do a quarter and a half with Klubnik. You do a quarter and a half with Zappy, which I know most of you don't want to hear. And then you do the last quarter with Cook, or vice versa. But, Zappy and Cook, you're going to play them. Everyone's playing their 3s and 4s. Don't look for Klubnik to play the entire game. He might not be ready for that yet. And that's fine. That's how you bring a rookie along. You don't throw him in the deep end like the New York Jets have done time and time again. Now, Brian Glick. Jordan Tyson out for 2 months. Do you guys remember? And I'm not celebrating this, but a lot of content creators and a lot of very smart chat participants like yourselves had concerns about Jordan Tyson, had concerns about him staying healthy, had concerns. Yeah, great athlete. He's never on the field. And already he's out for 2 months. So I know a lot of you wanted him. I know a lot of you wanted to add, but I think Tyson got a hammy sandwich. Nice. Let's talk about Cooper. We didn't bring Cooper up yet. And now since we're talking about Tyson, am I concerned about Cooper? Someone texted me that who watches the show. I was like, I'm not concerned. It's week 1. You got to develop. You got to find your rhythm. You got to find your niche. You got to find your timing on the routes. You have to find your depth. You have to learn how to read a zone. Not everybody does that. Not everybody comes in 100% ready for the NFL. And if Cooper needs a little bit of time, that's okay. You're not drafting guys for week 1. There is this mentality and this stigma out there. Oh, he's got to be ready for week 1. We drafted him in April. He's got to play week 1. Shut up. Grow up. That sounds like a kid saying, I want my toy and I want it now. You're going to have the toy for the rest of your life. Chill out, dude. It's long-term. These are long-term investments. Cooper will develop. Cooper's the type of player that we need. You find your niche, you find the plays that work for him, and then you get him out there and you give him the opportunity to succeed. How many times have we seen Jets coaches throw players out there that aren't ready and then they wreck them? And now they're doing things smart. They're not overplaying Klubnik. They're not putting Cooper in the first team. They're letting these guys' roles be defined by their performance and their acceleration and their knowledge of the systems. And we're still not happy. We have coaches taking care of our assets, and we're not happy. Why? We're not an all-in team. How did that work? Aaron Rodgers, Tyron Smith, Devontae Adams. 5 wins. Development. That's how you win. And you win for more than one game. What's up, Andrew? Appreciate you being here. Folks, again, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Andrew says, does Glenn get more cautious with Allen in the remaining preseason games now that Breece is temporarily out? I think you'll see Braelon Allen getting work with the ones to get that timing down. You know, you'd probably see some counters, some traps. You're probably not going to see straight ahead runs with them. That's what I would do if ISU is here as a coach. That's what I would do. You know, he's going to work with the ones anyway. But if there's any plays, listen, I don't care about the results of a preseason game. I care about you working, developing, and using in real game situations plays that you need to improve upon. That's what's most important for me in the preseason. If you have a play that works, all right, run the play that works. What did that get you? You already know that play works. Yo Holmes says, hey, yo, who is Jordan Tyson? Jackson, Jordan, Tyson. Did I do that right? Let me know, please. Also, if I am quoting hip hop, why is everything moved? Here we go. I think I moved stuff the other day. Yeah, if we're quoting rappers, we have to quote Method Man. Not friend of the Nick Shine show, just friend of Nick Shine. But speaking of friend of the Nick Shine show, Tony Richardson, ladies and gentlemen, has committed to coming on the Nick Shine show. We're going to work out a date with him. We also have Mark Gastineau. He's going to be on the show. His wife had texted me. Here's 2006, I believe, Nick Shine with his Sam Cowart jersey on and Mark Gastineau. Clean-shaven Nick Shine. Chubby little baby face Nick Shine. Poor Billy's in Woodbridge, New Jersey, Nick Shine. Reebok wearing jersey, Nick Shine. There's not many pictures of me in a jersey. I don't do it. I don't do it. I haven't worn one in years. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that. That made my day. Oh, StreamYard froze again? Oh, man. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, sing yourselves a little tune. I have to refresh StreamYard. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you. There we go. And one more announcement coming up. We got Marvin Jones, who was also, he's living a good life right now. He was coaching indoor football for Tulsa. Their season's over, and he's living a good life, hanging out with his boys, fishing, smoking cigars. So as soon as his postseason decompression time winds down, we'll have him on. And here's a photo, if you haven't seen this yet. That's me and Woody Johnson, Mikey Hulk hands. Anyone can take a picture standing next to someone. Not everyone can get a billionaire owner to put on a Incredible Hulk glove and simulate punching you and knocking you out. And while I'm looking at the photos here, the magnificent magician, ladies and gentlemen. And how about A.D. Mitchell and Garrett Wilson doing this year? Oh, talk dirty to me. How about that? Going into Houston for the wild card and winning. That's my projection this year. The Jets go into Houston. Wild card weekend and get the W. That would be a hell of a win going into Houston. My buddy Doug's here. I saw you put out the tailgate for the first home game. Does this mean you're going? I'm working on it. Nikki wants to go. We're going to Nashville. My son turns 18 on September 17th, and then he wants to go to the Green Bay game home at 2. So I'm like, all right, let me see. It's a very tough time of year for me because I don't have my second job in August. And then we're going to Nashville, his birthday. He wants to go to that game too. So I'm working on it, Doug. I promise you. But yeah, I got a couple friends doing tailgates, so I'll share their info because they're really really good to me. So I'll always share their information. Old man. All right, I didn't see that part. I just said good pull. I saw a good pull in the Jay-Z quote. I'm an old school hip hop guy, man. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang forever, Bill. Who says Wu-Tang for life? It's Wu-Tang forever. Jay Quest, what's your plan with the Asman meetup? That it's 21 and over. What is Nikki doing at that time? Well, we are trying to get Nikki into Barstool Nashville as part of the tech team. So we're going to say that it's Jake's IT guy and hope that we can get him in. If I got to, I'll put him in a Best Buy Geek Squad dress shirt and slacks to get him in there. But if we got to put him in a wristband, we're going to try everything we can to get him in there. If not, Mrs. ISU, her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend are going to be there, and Mrs. ISU may have the kids, so might have to throw her some money to take the kids for a couple hours and do some fun stuff. So, or we could drop them off at my hotel. Quest, Nikki will be 3 days shy of 18, and they can hang at the hotel. We'll get all the kids together, but we'll talk. We'll figure that out. Dude, it's the next generation of Jets fans, bro. They gotta talk to one another and develop their personal skills. But yeah, we're trying to get Nikki in as the tech guy, and we're trying to use it's 4 to 7. It's during the day. Can we get him in there? He's part of the tech support. Jake's like, he's gonna say like I do a live show. I need this guy here with me. I'm bringing all these people. Can we get him in? Put handcuffs on him, bracelets, neon gloves so he doesn't have a drink in his hand, whatever it takes. Hire him for the day. Let him be a busboy. Just let him get in the damn door for a couple hours. Quest, since you facilitated Chad Cascadden, which then has now led to Marvin Jones, if I have to, I'll stay behind and watch the kids for you. All right? Don't let that be a stress for you, my friend. I can't answer that. Probably because it's on a very busy area and it's probably a legality in Tennessee. Who knows? We got to ask Rick Kent. He might be able to look that up for us. All right. Show news. Again, Friday night, we'll be joined with Dylan Terraman at 6:30. We'll be doing a watch party here on the show for the preseason game. Also, next Monday night, Jets have practice on Monday. I will be joined by Omari Brown making his Nick Shine Show debut. So we've had a lot of new friends to the channel here. Looking for it right now. Bang. All right. Here's what we're going to do right now, everyone. If you haven't already, click this link that I'm dropping. Go subscribe to Amari right now. He's at 161. He wanted to get to 200. Let's see if we can help him get there. We got 47 of you watching right now. We should be able to get a nice little surge and give him a boost. Folks, we have our first channel membership gifted of the night. Shout out to DJ Danny for becoming a member earlier on. I'm trying to load YouTube now. Come on, YouTube. Baby, come back. Anytime. Yo, all right. Question. All right. While YouTube is loading, AFG's gift went to Mark Ludlow. Thank you, AFG. You are first on the wheel. Actually, second. DJ Danny's in front of you. Oh, let's take that away. I hate when I misclick. Maddie P, trust me, it's from me. And it's a YouTube link. So it's Amari Brown. I just promoted him. You're good. You're good. You don't have to stress anything that I share. Those days are done. It's not the COVID years where you sent something to somebody and all of a sudden it was that infamous black gentleman sitting on the edge of the bed that would just pop up. You all know who I'm talking about. Rest in peace, too. All right, here's what we got. We'll do this. We haven't done this in a minute. And I'm very hesitant because I know there's people that lay and lurk in the weeds. Don't click the link if you don't want to talk Jets. That's all I ask. Don't click the link if you don't want to talk Jets. But we'll take some call-ins, folks. We got a little bit of time. I'm going to have myself a cigar. I had 2 cigars the other day. I had one before the game and I had one after the game. And that was just a great day. Oh, yep. He's back off the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, no, you're not a channel member anymore. Oh, my heart hurts. Mrs. ISU says, I volunteer to hang out with all those under 21. Also, there is no more boyfriend. Well, I'm sure Mr. ISU would be very happy to know that you don't have a boyfriend anymore. All right. Oh, my Lord. I'm sorry to hear that. I was unaware of that. Is she okay? Oh, Mrs. ISU, you got to call him. We got to do a little interview here with you. You're the better caller anyway out of the 2 of you. Mr. ISU always yells at me. He's very good at fact checking too. He will let me know when I'm wrong, which is great because I haven't heard from him in a little bit. So that's very good news as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on this show, we take great pride in bringing you fantastic callers, outstanding human beings, people who light up your life with joy and positivity. And that motherfucker did not call in. Instead, it's weed.
What's up, Nick?
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. I wanna know what you think about the new Boeing 777X family, which includes a 778 and a 779 model. So you said don't call in unless you want to talk jets. The new Boeing 777X family model looks pretty good.
New York Jets.
Oh, can't wait. What happened with Breece? Did I hear something when I was at?
A very minor groin strain.
Okay,
a
good.
Very minor groin strain. So it could be anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
Well, it's fine. We don't need him to play.
We'll see, right? You got to get the treatment. You got to get the imaging was done, and everything is confirmed that it's a minor injury. And now you just hope that there's no setbacks along the way.
Yeah, that's good. I saw a notification on my phone, but it was too busy for me to look at it. and then by the time I was able to look, it was gone. I just saw that he was helped off with a non-contact injury. I was like, motherfucker.
Oh, Lou gifted a channel membership. Thank you, Lou. His channel membership went to Tazzy 420. Addy back in the mix. Addy's got 2 accounts. So Addy is one of the top 5 in terms of his Addy account. Or his Addison account. I forget what was the name of it. It's Addy?
Addison Fu.
Addison Fu. Okay.
Fu.
So he's top 5 there, but this account is new because he just launched this channel. So now he's got double emojis.
He does.
Addison 562. There it is. Both wrong. Yeah, you know what? It's been a while, Addy. You've been building this brand so much, as evident by the Tazzy 420 football jersey that we sent you. That's a good thing.
I was going by his Xbox name. So.
Oh, nice. So thank you, Lou. Appreciate you. And ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. ISU is back in the mix. Thank you, Mrs. ISU. You're awesome. And if you do have to watch Nikki, I will make sure that you guys have a great afternoon. Thank you, by the way, if you have to. You're the best. I love you. Reed, what's on your mind, brother?
Not much, man. I was really worried about Breece. I didn't watch any of the shows. I feel like you're gonna call in and ask you. You're the man to ask. I know you're the guy.
Yeah, minor injury. Imaging confirms it, so it's no more speculation. Aaron Glenn was right when he said doesn't seem to be major. I know a lot of people on Twitter freaked out right away. Glenn's always wrong when it comes to injuries. He said that about Braelon Allen last year. He missed the whole year. Nonsense. Gibberish. Angry typing. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
so I started off the show with, what it could mean for Braelon Allen. And if Braelon Allen's got to be RB1 for the first week or two until Breece gets his legs under him, then I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at a physical, run-the-ball type of offense that can open up the passing attack downfield. Because I am a big believer, if you're a defense and running only, when you run the ball, I want Braelon Allen running the ball. I want Breece as the weapon. I want him on third down catching it and manipulating and defeating linebackers and safeties. But running the ball, man, I want the ball in Braelon Allen's hands behind Tibman and Membu time and time again, dude.
Yeah. It's fine with me. Breece doesn't need to play any more than preseason anyway. We already know we got a beast with him. So let him sit, recuperate. Yeah. Braelon, I think, will be fine. I think he's going to be our next Sean Green.
Okay, I brought him up before. Were you listening when I brought him up? I brought up him and I brought up Lamont Jordan.
No,
those are the 2 names that I brought up.
No, I just always love Sean Green.
Now, I have a question for you. I saw your comment in the chat before. This guy came for an interview today. Did he bring sandwiches for everyone?
No, I didn't see him. I was looking for him. But after 12, it's fucking insanely. You don't even get a chance to send texts out and shit.
How did he get there? Uber?
I don't know. He said he showed up. He said the guy said he'll call him tomorrow at around noon. Now, I was hired on the spot. I don't think
there's a more terrifying thought in my head than Charles Gorman working with gasoline.
If he pays attention, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's also one of the most fun jobs in the world. And you don't stop moving. The day flies by.
Oh, yeah, I know. I worked on the Parkway, but I worked on the Parkway between 130, it used to be 131, in Colonia, right behind the high school. My first job was working at the Parkway Texaco there, right behind Colonia High School. Nice. So, and we had a lot of fun, man. We had wrestling matches on the grass. Like, it was the summer. It was a very, very fun time. We were drinking there at like 16, 17 years old. The guy who was 22 would go up to the Clark Circle off 135 and get like boons for the girls and Aftershock and Goldschlager for us.
Aftershock.
It was a shit show. Absolute shit show.
I'll tell you what, Charles has a good opportunity here because you make it's 16 an hour, but you crush it in tips. I made $111 in tips today.
Nice.
You don't fill gas cans. You don't have to do propane. You don't have to fucking do anything. You just straight up pump gas the entire day.
Nice.
Yeah, so he has a good opportunity. And it's the Bon Jovi exit, so 200 yards away is a fucking building with a Burger King, McDonald's, a Popeyes, and everything in it right there.
That's a good rest stop.
Everything
I've been
you
in there
need
many
right
times.
there. So we'll see if he gets a call tomorrow.
Nice. Well, Weed, thank you for calling in, brother. I appreciate you.
course.
You're the man.
Check out the Boeing 77X.
Yeah, you better reply yes to your invite that you got yesterday.
I could probably do it. We'll see what happens.
This is the invite, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in the area or if you want to travel, October 18th, the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. We will be at Cloverleaf Tavern. Chef Kevin will be hosting. We have a very good turnout so far. We got a lot of good people coming in, and it's only going to grow and get bigger. That's what she said. Hashtag Diana Rossini quotes.
That's what Scoutmaster Kevin said.
Yes. We have a very good female turnout so far, and a lot more ladies coming. So, quick funny story the other day. We're at the tailgate, and you'll get a kick out of this one. And, we're at Frank's tailgate, and Mikey Holkans is there, and Lou and Danny, and Jake shows up, and he's like, "Oh, we got to get a picture. We got to get a group picture." And he goes, "We've never had this high a percentage of women at an Asmaniac outing." And I go, "That's because it's a Shiner outing. I invited everyone."
Yeah, Nick don't allow sausage.
Jake did one of these. He gave me the look.
Right. Nick makes sure the sausage to box ratio is pretty decent at all of his meetings.
Yes, I try.
It's very appreciated.
Thank you very much for calling. I have a first-time caller on the line who I do not want to keep waiting because, number one, I don't want to get my ass kicked in Nashville. But thanks, bro.
Peace.
I'll talk to you soon. Couple quick comments and questions to get to before we have a first-time caller on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Addison went back to the old school with his old account. Member for 26 months. Me love you both long time. Oh, I should have had Reed read that in his Asian voice. What are the biggest advantages you see for the Jets in week 1 against Bob Saleh and the Titans? 26 months. Hoo-yah. All right, the biggest advantages for the Jets. Well, let's flip it, right? What was our weaknesses when Saleh was our coach, right, Addy? We didn't stop the run well. Our linebackers are 5 yards back. We got the ball ran down our throat time and time again. The zone was soft. If you have a smart veteran wide receiver like a Garrett Wilson who can sit down in spots, how many times did we see a 3rd and 6? They play a zone and they just throw it 5 yards. They turn, they get forward, it's first down. So I think that running the ball down their throat and leaving short 3rd down conversion opportunities for Geno Smith is the key to that, right? We've seen it. 3rd and 3, smash mouth football. We get knocked back because we're not built for that. I'd like our offensive line against anybody. I really, truly do. I'm not being a homer. I love Tittman and Membu, and then you bring in Ruckert or you pull Parham, and now you get an overload on that side of the field. I like our rushing attack. I think it's going to put Geno in really favorable positions. Defensively, young quarterback, new system, big, beefy defensive tackles on this line, and then you get the speed rushers coming off the edge. I like our matchup, and I like that if Aaron Glenn's going to get a little nutty with the blitzes and get a little exotic, this is the perfect way to do it and to introduce your system. This is the perfect game. You got a young quarterback with Brian Dable. Send the house time and time again. Don't F around. We got Peter Pins, member of the channel for 25 months. Thank you, Peter. Nick, you've been around a lot of Jets injuries. What % chance do you think Breece plays week 1? It's 27 days. I'd say it's 50-50. You know what? I'll say it's 60. He plays 40. He doesn't. I think he plays, but I don't think he's RB1 if he plays. I think it's Braelon Allen's show for week 1, and you use Breece as the change of pace back, and then you ease him back. I'd be shocked if Breece has to get popped because then it's another 4 weeks, and now it's 8 weeks that he's out. So I think he'll be available week 1. Maybe you don't dress him game time, depending on how he feels, and you get that extra week. But it's definitely worth ladies and gentlemen, we got an announcement. Peter Pins heard that a bunch of ladies are coming to the Cloverleaf Tavern, and he said, son of a bitch, I'm in. Now, it is my honor to bring on this guest. Hi, Mrs. ISU.
Hello.
How you doing?
I am fantastic.
How's everything? How's your daughter? I'm sorry to hear that. I know
She was the heartbreaker. She did not get her heart broken.
Oh, she dropped the hammer?
Yes.
All right. It was called for? It was validated?
It depends on who you ask.
Okay. I'm asking you.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, you don't agree with it?
I'm pleading the fifth.
Are you and Mr. ISU in alignment here?
Ish. He's a very good kid.
And I know you've both spoken highly about him.
And he loves her very much. He upset her. And I don't think there was communication like there should have been. So she.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to just be.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, so it'll be just her and I and all of the under 21ers.
All right. Well, yeah, you might have Nick with you. Jay Quest has 2 kids, I believe, with him. So if we got to set up camp, Mrs. ISU, for a couple hours, we'll do it. We'll send.
I generally have all of the children with me.
Yeah, and are you at the same hotel as we are with Johnny and Snowball and everyone?
Absolutely.
Oh, so you're all right. I'm there. Cisco's there. We're all there. So perfect. So there's not even any travel. If we got to, we'll figure it out.
Works for me.
Nick Povich here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi. I love you
sorry.
too. I don't even know who you are.
That's Addie.
Oh, it's Addie. Hi, Addie. That doesn't say Addie. That confuses me.
Yeah, that's the name of his YouTube show.
Oh yes, you should come to Nashville.
We're trying to get him there.
Come on, do it. It's going to be at least another year before we get to New York.
All right. Oh, screw New York. Come to New Jersey.
But that way, in that.
I know. Well, you know what? It'll be perfect because we'll have a rookie quarterback. There'll be a buzz and an energy and an excitement in the stadium next year.
Wait till you see my shirt that I'm gonna get for the game.
All right. Oh, a tease, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. Oh, I'm gonna tease you back. Wait till you see the shirts that I got for me, the big fellow, and Cisco. All 3 of us are going to be wearing the same shirt on Saturday.
Got you. I don't know when I'm going to see you guys, though, because we have tennis in the morning. And she's won all of her challenge matches. So she's definitely going to be top 6. Therefore, she will be playing probably singles and doubles that day.
I know. I was talking to your husband about a week ago, and he was saying that I was like, come on, man. I'm like, have her pull a hammy the night before. He's like, she's too damn competitive.
Don't listen to your dad.
Yeah, she's too damn competitive.
I know.
He's like, knowing her, she'll win the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
And then it's what, a 4-hour ride?
Yeah, but I'm driving, so we'll get there a lot faster.
About 3:15. All right, I like it. All right.
There's a reason why I drive. He's like, let me drive 75. No.
No. Oh, I like it.
No.
Oh, this sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
How long are you guys there for? Till Monday?
No, we're going back Sunday because Emma has school on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the first flight out Monday morning because Nick's got electrician school at 12:30. I took a half a day for work, so I don't have to be until 1:00. So it's like, all right, we'll get out early, we'll get home, you can take a little nap, and then get to school.
I mean, like worst case scenario, we'll be home by midnight, maybe. I don't know, like depending on how long the game lasts and getting out.
Awesome. Knob says, I've hit the big time now that you're calling in.
Love you, Knob. We also have a ticket for you, remember?
Yeah. Peer pressure here. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, peer pressure Knobcraft into coming to Nashville. Do it now. Don't be kind. He won't be kind to you.
I mean, I'm saying no boyfriend's going. Ticket was already purchased.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave them hanging.
The problem is this game was supposed to be his 18th birthday present.
Oh, it's Nick's 18th birthday that week, so we could still celebrate an 18th birthday.
Right. His wasn't until November, but it was like.
Oh.
But we were going to take him to the Bears Jets game, because we're from Illinois. But it was going to cost like $500 just at the very top of the stadium.
I'm sure whenever New York goes to Chicago, it's very pricey.
I hate Chicago anyway.
I've never been.
Chicago sucks.
Cincinnati is the furthest west I've ever gone.
Illinois, because we live in real Illinois.
Real Illinois?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
There's Chicago, and then there's Illinois.
All right.
You realize that, you go outside of our town, and it is at least 15 miles until you don't see cornfields to get to another town.
I didn't realize that. No.
Yeah.
Wow, it's bad.
Our town has 9,000 people. Predominantly, it's completely.
That's more than the Jets had at the game the other night. It was empty.
Emma's class, her whole senior class has 138 kids, I think.
That's very, very small. Nick had 692.
Exactly. I think that's more than
at his graduation. At his graduation, I'm sitting there, and I look at Alona, and I'm like, "How many kids again?" And she looks and she goes, "There's 692." I go, "My God, I haven't heard this many names be read since 9/11."
And it's kind of crazy. You see, that's the thing about living in a small town. You know everybody. Everybody knows you.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I've lived here for 44 years, so.
Well, I can only imagine what the stories are about little ISU and the breakup.
Yeah, it's a good time. She won't want to talk about it.
All right. Is Mr. ISU there?
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, look at it. He's in the distance now. I love it. So for those of you that don't know, in the Discord, we always used to get in there and talk. And then on Fridays, Mrs. ISU would be our babysitter because she would work from home. And I would be like, "Oh, no, I said something stupid. Is Mrs. ISU there?" And I go, "Hi, Nick." In the background, I go, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's like, "It's okay, boys. You be boys." But awesome.
Yeah, he's sitting watching me on the TV over there.
Oh, let's wave to him.
Okay. So, yeah.
That's for him, not you, by the way.
Oh, wait.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and
No
I'll see you in 26 days.
Excited.
Very excited. And I can't wait to see the shirt. Now you got, I was already at a 10.5 on a 1 to 10 with excitement, but now that you're doing a tease on top of it, I like surprises.
I know.
I like teases.
I came up with this idea, and I think it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Is it a picture of Knob on a t-shirt to get him to come?
Oh, that would be, I could make that work.
Yeah.
I could do, I have an idea. We could make it his Facebook profile picture.
Oh, nice. That's the one with the gay rainbow behind it, right? He's very vibrant. He's proud of who he is. We support him.
Yeah. No, it's the spaghetti out of a bag situation. I love you, Knob.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for calling. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Awesome. See, that's why sometimes you got to drop the link in the public chat because you never know who may join. Georgie, our West Coasters invited to your watch party. Georgie, you're invited anywhere at any time. And I need you to reach out to me because we have something we were talking about the last time we spoke. And I need to know what to do with all this stuff. So please hit me up. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. Be here Friday. Next up, Triple H tore his quad. He finished the match. Kevin knows what's up. What's up, Kevin?
He did. What a warrior, right?
Yeah. It's not as good as Vince McMahon tearing both quads and sitting in the corner and telling them, restart the match.
Yeah. If you hear any type of podcast, or interview that Cena, Batista, and Edge was actually the third guy left, they talk about how backstage was a ghost town because everybody was afraid what was going to happen. But
I've heard Cena say that I fucked up.
Yeah.
I've heard him be legit about that match. So if you guys don't know the Royal Rumble, Batista and Cena went over, and one of them Cena wasn't supposed to go or whatever. They got locked in and they both went down, and they legitimately hit the ground at the same time. For something that was unplanned, it looked perfect. And then they didn't know what to do. So Vince is charging down the aisle to get there to start the Royal Rumble. And he goes to hop and slide into the ring, tears a quad, stands up, tears the other quad. So it was quite the scene, because you don't know when it's real and when it's not real.
Yeah. So I actually have 2 questions before I get into the Breece thing. One, we're talking about Nashville a lot, right? And the party on Saturday, the party after the game and stuff. Since you're not somebody who indulges in adult beverages anymore, what do you drink at a bar? Are you a club soda guy? Are you a cranberry juice? What are you? Water?
Yep. Just water.
And also,
I kind of eliminated all carbonated beverages just because I don't want the memory of soda or beer, you know? That's just me. Like I'm the type that when bad habits can pop back up very easily. So I'm water. I try not to drink anything. Ooh, Mr. Bonesy, high quality H2O. As Mr. Bonesy's standing over there pinching himself. But yeah, I'm a water guy. You'll say, like, the more water I drink, the more nervous I am. So if you see me like with a pitcher like downing it, it means I'm nervous in that situation. And it's not like I'm nervous like I'm gonna have a drink. It's bad energy, bad vibes, bad memories, like flashback type of shit. So if I'm chugging water, it means like, oh fuck, I'm not comfortable.
Gotcha. That makes some sense.
It's a little peek behind the curtain. Oh, Diana Rossini's beef curtain. Never mind. Next question.
And my other thing. So I'm sure you probably feel the same way, like that a lot of Jets fans feel about Woody Johnson and having negative feelings towards him.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, when you first met him, I'm sure that those things probably like were in your head. And like, how did you feel like after meeting him? Like, do you cut the guy a little bit more slack now, or are you able to separate he was nice to me, but he's still a bad owner?
When I first met him, I loved him. Because the first time I met him was in the parking lot before the Colts playoff game, and he got me a beer out of my cooler that had Britney Spears stickers all over it, and then he signed my stomach with a Sharpie. So my first experience with Woody Johnson was like, oh, it's the coolest fucking owner in sports. He goes, hey guys, how you doing? What can we do for you? I was like, Woody, can you get me a beer? Never had a billionaire get me a beer. He's like, this cooler here. And now I had a little white Igloo cooler with like a green stripe around it. And at the bowling alley, because we bowled in a league back then, you'd put the quarters in and you pull the slide out with the cardboard and the stickers would come out. And like everyone would get Britney Spears stickers, and they all put them all over my cooler. And when it opened, it went, it's like it was real noticeable when someone went to go get a drink from my cooler. And he's like, Miller Lite? I go, yes, please, sir. And he comes over, hands it to me. I go, what? He goes, anything else? I go, sign my stomach, dude. And I picked up my shirt, and Woody Johnson signed my stomach. So that was my first interaction with Woody. And the other day, no, he was real cool. You know, listen, it's not a crazy ruckus drunken event. You know, they was coming there for a good cause. So everybody was, appreciative of everyone's time. You know, we walked in, the fans, and the Army Reserve was there. New York City firefighters were there, and we were shaking all their hands as we walked in, like a procession line, saying, thank you, God bless you, thank you, God bless you, thank you for all your service. So it was a very good, respectful environment until I cornered Woody and made a big pitch to him. But other than that, everyone else was really, really nice.
The McVay pitch. Yeah.
I tried.
Okay. Now to the Breece thing. And it's unfortunate.
Real quick. Thank you, sir, Luca. I appreciate that, man. I take a lot of pride in wearing my heart on my sleeve here on the show. And if my story can help others. And, so Luca, I got to say thank you to you, because you put a comment in the show the other day, a day after, and it led to me going back to that moment when Ricky was on and clipping that video. And that I've shared everywhere, and I've gotten so much good feedback over that. So thank you, Sir Luca. Like, you commented about the don't compare, and that clip that I think have you retweeted it on X, the one where I was talking about life and where I'm at and how I got here. So thank you, Sir Luca. You led to that, and that was a really, really great reminder that I had to go back and share that. So thanks, pal.
Awesome stuff, man. But
thank you. And then on this show, we follow that comment up with this one. Bonesy says, now I know to grab your ass next time I see you chugging water. So there you go, folks. We full circle. You never know what you're going to get here from comment to comment on the Nick Shine Show. But Kev, the floor is yours.
It's going to be an honor to shake the champ's hand in Nashville. But Breece, the injury, right? It sucks, but thank God it's minor. I know that we were able to dodge a bullet. I really think that the combination with Braelon Allen, it could be kind of like a poor man's version of Gibbs in Montgomery, like what they had in Detroit. But
I wish they used Gibbs. I wish they used Breece like they use Gibbs.
Yeah.
But when Gibbs runs, Gibbs don't dance. Gibbs goes. He looks to get full speed as fast as he can. If Breece ran like Gibbs with this line, me likey.
Dude, I'm totally looking forward to it. But I think that with Breece, his status for week 1 is probably going to be up in the air. I'm assuming that he is going to play. But I don't think like it's a death nail, because if you kind of remember, a lot of the fans prior to Braelon Allen getting hurt, a lot of people were kind of like okay with trading Breece. Like at the like if Braelon Allen was hurt, if Braelon Allen wasn't hurt last year, I am a gambling man. I would probably bet on the fact they would have traded Breece, like if Braelon was healthy. But the combination of the two, it's great in the fact that a lot of us are kind of iffy about the quarterback situation, and the best way to kind of alleviate that cautious outlook on it is having a great running game. So with Breece, it could have been worse, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is as good as it could be. Like, and we've really escaped injury 2 times in a row because he fell the other day in the open field, and you could have torn something, your leg could have gotten pretty damaged there. And now, I don't know, man. I get aggravated this time of year with, they got to play. They got to get ready. But it's like, damn, man, you see all these injuries. And is it because, we talked about it with Earl last night. Back in the day, you went 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And there was a difference in player performance and lack of these injuries because you just kept going. And now teams operate with a fear.
Yeah. Dude, it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you keep your players in bubble wrap, like the first week or 2, it's really sloppy football. And if you play them
Kev, excuse me. Kev, I got breaking news right now. We are going to our groin expert, ladies and gentlemen. Diana Rossini is here, folks. We have a groin expert. She is going to work on everyone's groin in hopes of getting another job. Diana, homewrecker. Sorry.
Well, I'm sure she has roots in Nashville.
When you said groin expert, I was like, "Ooh, I know what to do." And so I'm like, "Oh, if you see me looking this way, I'm working on something on the other monitor."
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she has roots in Nashville due to the fact that Vrabel was there for so long, so we might be able to run into her at the game.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we got to go by the lake. She likes to go on a lake boat.
That's true, man. But the injury that really sucks the most for me, and you touched on it, hashtag Diana Rossini, is Mo Bamba, man. That one really sucks because I know that we just saw that one sucks because, like you said, he's a guy who's fighting for his job. She is a friend of the show. Fighting for his job. He looked good, and it seems like
so
every
good,
team,
right?
Dude, every team
so good.
Every team has that, it feels like they have that one guy who's like that diamond in the rough where it's like he comes out of nowhere and he's a contributor. And I'm not saying that Mo was going to be that guy, but he played really good in the opportunities that he was given. And I would have liked to see throughout the next 2 preseason games if he could be one of those guys that maybe come regular season time, he could be one of those guys who could really contribute to make some winning plays for us.
Yeah. And, you know, I know you watch the show a lot, and I was saying this weekend, that's a guy that I'm not going to say he had to make the roster, but he earned himself opportunities against the next level, right? He was in there in most of the second half, so those are third stringers or lower. Yeah. He deserved to get some runs with the twos. You know, I was big on allowing him to take Arian Smith's spot as the gunner. If you move on from Arian, now you got a corner playing gunner, and I like that better than little Arian. Granted, Arian can get down there and cause fair catches, but I'd rather have a guy who can tackle in case you don't get down there, in case you get blocked, in case you get stuffed at the line. You know, I'd rather have the guy who can make the tackle. But, you know, it's just the way of the sports world, man. This is the way of the NFL. You know, you have months and months. You have from April 14th or whatever it was until 4 plays in, and you were on top of the world, and then it gets taken away from you. And, you know, it's something, it's sad. You know, it's the worst part of sports is injuries, you know, because we know how much it takes to get ready. We're watching Aaron Donald working out like a fucking freak every day, lifting 125-pound dumbbells like they're nothing. And it's like, we don't know if he's ready yet. It's like, wait, what? What level do you have to get to be ready if you're throwing around 125-pound dumbbells and doing multiple workouts with it without stopping? So it's just these guys do so much to get their bodies ready. And it's a shame when you see, you know, and he's young. He made some plays, you know, it's not a career ender, but the timing is everything in life, man. And now you don't get that opportunity to play with the twos. You don't get that opportunity to maybe play with the ones, you know, on a Veterans Day off when Stevens is out. And they say, all right, let's see what you got, kid. You're going to go cover Garrett for a little bit. Can you hang? So he will be back, but now you risk now you're probably going to be practice squatted, right? You're not putting him on the roster. So, you know, if you're missing 4 weeks, you're either on the PUP list to start, or if you're on the PUP list, you have to be activated to the roster when you're back. You know, or you got to clear waivers and then go to the practice squad. So, you know, this was the time for him to get as much action as he could, because you're not getting that in the regular season. This is your time to showcase.
Yeah.
So
man.
That's why the timing of it sucks. If it's in November, you saw what he could do for 5 months already.
Yeah, it totally sucks, because I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like for the first time in a really long time, I think that the offense is the better of the two groups. And I feel like our defense could use as much help as possible. And I'm not saying this guy was going to be Revis, but I guess on the show next.
If I get Diana Rossini, it's going to be on a bed. It's not going to be on a show. I promise you. All right.
I feel like that's the Grail goal guest on the Nick Shine show. Maybe not for yourself before the audience. You interviewing Diana Rossini.
I would never ever be able to keep a straight face, because I would just be reading the chat. I will tell you this. I wanted to ask Method Man at halftime the other day. He was intense. He was watching the game, and I didn't want to bother him during the game. And then at halftime, me and Chef Kev are eating. And, you know, I told the story over the weekend. I have met many celebrities. I've met in actors, athletes, politicians, you name it. Jets, a lot of Jets. I met Namath twice. I freaked the fuck out after meeting Method Man, and I didn't expect it. I was in an anxiety panic attack, and Chef Kev's like, yo, can you send me that picture that you just took? I was like, yeah, okay. And then Kev's just standing there with his phone up, and he's showing me the phone. He's like, yeah. And it had to be a minute. And he's like, hey, I go, what's up? He goes, can you send me the picture of me and Meth? He goes, I did. He goes, no, you sent me the picture of you and Meth. Can you focus and just send me? That was the smack in the face that brought me back to reality. When someone's spazzing out in a movie and they're, get yourself together. That was the smack to the face. And I was like, oh, I got you. All right, hold on. But like tightness in my neck, hands shaking, like, holy shit, I just met meth. Like, if Biggie was alive, Biggie would be like that for me, because I was a huge Biggie fan. Still am. P. Diddy ruins it, but meth to me is right there with in terms of just effing amazing.
And the cool thing about meth too is, we see a lot of these different celebrities pulling up to these different sporting events and stuff like that. And a lot of time they're just there to be, they're there because it's an event. But Method Man is like a diehard fan for real. Fan. Like he's at the games when they're like 4 and 12.
Lou B's like he's a diehard fan. He's here all the time.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing, man. But that's really all I had, Nick. I'm looking forward to Nashville. Hopefully we come out of that game with the W. Hopefully we see Geno Smith ripping it through the air and we all go home having a good time.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm telling you right now, like, I know right after the game, Jake does the post game, but that gives us all time to celebrate it for a while. If we win, party back in my room. Like I will go on as soon as Jake's over and we'll have a party and we'll have everyone on the show and we'll discuss the day. So we'll be prepared for that. Cisco will bring a better computer than what I have for a laptop. And yeah, we'll party back at my place. We'll hang out outside afterwards, whatever. We'll go wherever. We'll listen to Jake's show. And then it's time for my show, and it'll be all of you guys who traveled being on the show. We'll do this in person. So please, Jets. It sounds like such a great effing day.
Right, man.
Don't mess it up for us, Jets. Make this happen. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your patience and waiting. But you know the rule. Ladies first.
I know. All right, my man.
I'll talk to you soon, pal. Thank you for calling, man.
All right.
I've had 2 people say to me, and these 2 people don't talk, like, at least I don't think they do, that Kevin's their favorite caller. Like, Kevin just brings different takes and different conversations and piques my brain, and they enjoy it. So shout out to Kevin. Very good contributor here on the show. All right, Bill, calm down. Calm your pipey down. All right, we had a couple other things. Peter said Nick is going to get some insider information in terms of the new Nick Shine Show inside reporter, Diana Rossini, ladies and gentlemen. And my head is at the perfect level. Sometimes I can't resist jokes. It's my weakness. It's my weakness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 60 of you here watching right now. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, we are going to do something right now we haven't done in a couple weeks. We are going to do 3 minutes. I'll match every membership gifted in the next 3 minutes starting now. Go. And while we're doing that, we are going to play another Blitz BK creation. We started this in the beginning. We're going to do it right now.
Yeah, different eras, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part. Change the game. Some more the number, some earn their fame. Different eras, but the spark was the same. Left a mark on our hearts, we remember their names. Yeah, different eras, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part.
Awesome. Shout out to Blitz for updating that already and adding Earl Christie to it, who was on with us last night. Again, I will be reaching out to some new Jets legends, new friends of the show, folks. We got Marvin Jones lined up. We got Mark Gastineau lined up. And we got Tony Richardson as well. So a lot of good stuff going on here on the program. Also, if you are in the New York, New Jersey area, here's your opportunity to join us for a big one. Jets at Patriots. October 18th, 12:30 to 4:30. We will get a win. We will beat them. We will celebrate. It'll be a great time. Hope you can join us. I will drop that in the link right now. We have, time's up. Nobody gifted membership. Oh, man. I was looking to spend some money tonight. Oh, all right. Thank you. Shout out to the 8 new subscribers that we got during the show. Appreciate you guys. We are at 25-23. Thank you for giving the show a chance. Hit the like button. We are at 55 likes right now. Appreciate you guys. Last call for callers. I'm going to have a cigar tonight. So if anyone wants to call in, feel free. If I haven't heard from you in a while, call in. It's always great to hear from the Shiners. Appreciate all of you. If you got any questions, fire away. I saw a comment. Yeah, Leon had a good comment. The cool thing about rappers is that they are like wrestlers. Everyone refers to them by their stage names. No one says Clifford Smith is a great Jets fan. Well, this is true because we call Blitz BK, right? We don't put his real name out there. It's Blitz BK. It's what you're known for. And Blitz BK is known for being awesome. Blitz was upset with me. He's like, I've been dying forever to get meth to do something with me. He's like, you couldn't get it? I go, dude, I was waiting. And I will admit, the espresso rubbed flank steak with chimichurri totally distracted me from every task and goal that I wanted to accomplish. I'm like sitting there. He's got people talking to him. Chef, I'll go in a minute, man. Let me go get another plate. Hold on. Go get another plate. I'm on plate 2. They put like 4 or 5 pieces, right? Like the steak is that thick, perfectly cooked. The chimichurri is fantastic. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, he's gone. I probably went back to the seat. I go in the seat and go, oh, man, he left. Your wife's a better caller and a better Jet fan than you. Stop being a jerk. It's not my fault that where you live, the only thing you have is corn. Awful. Yeah, Bill. Please. Please. You know what? Good. This is what I need right now. I need a great call. I need somebody who's going to get me refocused on the Jets and not the nonsense that goes on in the chat with all you freaking knuckleheads. Ladies and gentlemen, Lou B, what up, dog?
Nick, I have a question. Is it possible that Breece started that groin injury on MetLife Field? Like where it could have tore a little bit and then all of a sudden it just – because it seemed like it got hurt in the beginning of practice today.
Listen, we have our brand new groin expert here on the show, Diana Rossini. And
He'll get a break.
I was an athlete back in my day, and I pulled the groin muscle before, and instantly.
That started lightly because he did take a slip.
No, if you get a tweak or a pull, you go to the trainers right away, and they'll take a look at it. They would have got that on Saturday. You know, if you do that, man, you feel it instantly. There's no, that could have done it. And then the field was wet today. They had him outside in the rain today, or it rained overnight. So the field was still wet in the morning. If anything, you want to point blame, hey man, keep these guys inside. You're giving a couple veterans the day off. Maybe that was because of the surface of the field.
Inside field.
Yeah. Why not keep them in?
Yeah. They could have absolutely done that. But, I just think that we're in such a really fucked up situation because we need to be ready. So we need to practice hard, and we can't have injuries either because we just don't really have the depth. So we're in a very big catch-22 situation. And like everyone the other day with Cade, like we only watched him for a little bit, but if Gino's injury then he's still a little bit injured, then Cade's quarterback too. So you really can't risk getting him hurt, but then he definitely needs the practice. So we are really just always up against it. You don't see any of these other teams like really like up against it at preseason like we are. We're like in a panic at all times.
Yeah.
And that's
you know why? Because we haven't built it the right way for long enough to have the depth and to have that what's the word I'm looking for? To have that reliability on the depth chart. We don't believe in it. We're very nervous. We're very anxious. We're very scared.
Very scared.
When there's teams like an Andy Reid team or, a Tomlin team, you got the depth because, you've been drafting the same players to fill roles for years. We're at the beginning stages still with Muji. And, I love what Muji's doing, but, it takes a while to develop all these guys into your main players and then to work the pipeline of depth and the next man up type of stuff. So we're getting there. That's year 3, year 4 of a regime, when you don't have the turnover, and the Jets have had the turnover that we've never been able to build consistent depth on a roster since what, Rex, right? And even Rex, Tannenbaum went all in and threw away all the draft picks. So we didn't even have that. Tannenbaum went in for Edwards, Holmes, all these guys that he was giving away draft picks for. We had no depth long term. So
I just like on pins and needles all the time. It's like even at the game, just like when Braelon went sideways, I was so worried, man. I was like, no, is that the knee that he? And thank God he got up. Like this kid has been through a lot. Like I watch his Instagram story. So from his injury till now, this guy was truly going through it, trying to train and get back. So I give him all the credit in the world as a young guy who should not have been in that play in the first time to look like a Derrick Henry style. And he does train with Derrick Henry. I was wondering that question too. If you train with somebody that you have, obviously Braelon is physically gifted as well. But if you train with someone, do you run like them a little bit? Like if they're doing uphill runs, like the training techniques that Derrick Henry uses, because I swear he looked like a young version of him the other day.
Everyone's got their own running style, but the training style is what you want to pick up, right? You want to pick up those tendencies. You want to pick up that work ethic. You want to pick up the agility and the ability, right? Yeah.
So
you want to train the right way because Derrick Henry, who's a big running back, right? He's probably the biggest running back who's been that successful. He's very healthy. He knows how not to take the big hit. He knows how to deliver it. And you see a guy who's that big, you normally go take his legs out, right? But he's been very healthy, Henry. So you hope that Braelon Allen can learn from him and
that's awesome. I trained with him now because that's just amazing, right?
How are you? I saw Jeremiah Love may have had a little injury over the weekend. Are you all right?
So honestly,
are you ready to talk about it, or is it too soon?
Well, no, it's too soon because I actually am fighting with my fantasy football partner that I want to draft him in the second round, and he's going, no. And I'm like,
I don't think he'll make second round.
See,
you know who you take? You take Price from Seattle. That would definitely established
be
offense, bro.
One, but I want to better Jeremiah Love, so I need him on my.
I know you do, but my fantasy guy, like Price will be the better running back statistically because he's coming into a finished offense that just won the Super Bowl. There's
I get that.
everything's loaded there. Arizona don't have much.
No, that's definitely a good sleeper pick. But I just want to cheer for Love in any capacity that I can, except when he plays us. But I always tell my fantasy partner, is he not going to have a 200-yard, 2-touchdown day? He will. I tried to bet him. Like, I don't even bet. I'm like, listen, he's going to have a day.
Here's my fantasy partner.
Jesus Christ. Hey, by the way, ISU, I was thinking about this today on the treadmill, by the way, ISU.
What?
So ISU has this thing with me about Cole Payton. I like Cole Payton. Nick, who is the best GM in the league? Ballpark, top 2 GMs in the
best GM in the league
right now. Would you say the top? Let's call the top 3 GMs.
Probably Philly Roseman.
Okay, so who did he pick? ISU. He picked Cole Payton. So just saying that the best GM in the league did pick Cole Payton. Just saying. It wasn't like so. Just we'll see how it turns out.
And he's picked a lot of players from Georgia on that defense. And that we finally pick a Georgia player, and it's Stone's Hand Smith from fucking Arian. But I wanted Davis. I wanted Carter. I wanted Nakobe Dean. I had the Jets trading up in 22, and I did a final mock that day on a YouTube show. And I had the Jets taking Thibodeau. I had them taking Garrett Wilson. And then I had them trading up to the Titans, and which the Jets did, but I had them taking Nakobe Dean because they didn't need an edge rusher in my scenario because they got Thibodeau.
And if you look at the situation with Philly, they actually have quarterbacks that they could get picks for. So they know how to pick them over there. So right now they have 2 quarterbacks that we could definitely use one or the other, Dalton or Tanner, right? But you have to pay. Last year they wanted a 2nd-round pick for Tanner, which is crazy. Yeah. But so they're a good quarterback farm, and I look forward ISU to seeing how he does. But
folks, earlier on in the show, posted a link. Omari Brown is in the chat. We just posted his link again. Take a minute, go over there, subscribe to him, show him some support. He's trying to get to 200 quickly. Let's make that happen. We got 40 of you here right now, and he gained.
I love watching Omari. Honestly, he just gives a different take on everything. He's just brilliant.
I like that. Makes you think when with his answers, and I like that. He'll be on the show making his Nick Shine show debut next Monday. So be here for that.
I met him at the beach club. He was cool. Yeah.
We talked for a little bit.
He didn't hang with us enough, though. He needed to stick around a little bit more, Omar, because we had a good time until the late hours out there. So, Nick, what do you think? What do you think of these 2 preseason games? I mean, does it really matter? I mean, we're going to get a few reps in the beginning, and that's about it. I just hate losing to the Giants because I just.
I know. I don't care about winning or losing. My biggest thing in the preseason, and I told you this the other day, whoever walks on the field, walk off. That's number 1. Get healthy. Like, get in the game, get out of the game. No ice packs, no stretchers. You know, you saw a couple guys this weekend on other teams go out and
Cardinals lost that guy, that draft pick, right? Chase
Basantis out for the year. Cardinals, I believe, or someone took him at the top of round 2, and everyone knows I love Basantis. I wanted him.
I remember that. Yeah.
I was a big Basantis guy, but that's a shame that he's out. You saw Jamal Adams; he's out. The quad tore right off the bone. That's a really bad. That's a really bad long injury. That's probably a career ender for him at this point.
Who was that?
Jamal Adams on the Vikings was at MetLife yesterday.
MetLife turf.
Or Saturday. Forgive me.
Imagine he goes back to that field and possibly ends his career. Yeah, knows with this guy. But that is the worst turf in the world. I mean,
it didn't even look. He wasn't even going full speed. Like, he was playing like a nickel corner, and it was like a 5-yard drag route, and he's running with the guy, and all of a sudden it just goes down. And the way he grabbed, I thought it was Achilles. And it ended up today. The announcement was a quad. It tore the quad off the bone. So
that's terrible. And you know what, Nick? They had Guns N' Roses, like I said, at MetLife on Wednesday. So that went down for the Jets, and then the Jets played on it, and then the Giants played on it. That shit is not down. They really, I understand that we have to have turf.
I wanted to get out there, and you're yelling at me. Like, I wanted to go out on the turf, and you were screaming at me.
Let me just explain. we were not supposed to be where we were. Okay. We were invited up there. We decided to leave, and we're roaming through like Home Alone, MetLife Stadium. And Nick's like, come on, let's go out on the field. And I'm like, no, they're up there. They're going to be looking down. I'm like, Nick, I do not want to get banned from MetLife. That would be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. That's like me being banned from my church. It's my second church there. So Nick's like, let's go on the field. And I know Woody's looking at the field because he's screaming that the white lines aren't white enough. So I know he's up there on the perch looking.
Did he say that?
Oh, 7 minutes later, Nick, they were out there.
No, they were out there when we got down there for the picture. Like they were walking down the 5-yard line with the painter.
He called. He literally called. No, he told the security guard, that guy that Green Bean doesn't like, that guy that stands next to him. All day.
Bob.
So he told that guy.
Well, Bob was standing next to me because when I was talking to Woody, they were very nervous.
Yeah, definitely. And then he made a phone call, and then they ran out there 7 minutes later. I literally looked at my watch, and they were painting the lines. He was like, they're not wide enough. And like I said, Woody likes Gino. Woody likes the GM. He didn't have to tell us all this, but he did. Yeah, MetLife turf is bad. I think they need to figure out this turf, meaning you can change turfs. You can. You don't have to use the same brand.
They've changed. They did it after the year that Bosa got hurt and the Niners and Shanahan made a big deal a couple years ago. They made a big deal about it. They changed it. They went to the next turf, which I believe is different than the original one. And
we're losing players left and right over here, and this is just the beginning. So I mean, it's not like these owners are not seeing this either, and we're the only people seeing this. They must.
Here's the issue, man. You got to get a tray system. You can't run two NFL teams. You can't run two NFL teams. You can't have the concerts. You can't have everything that you have. You can't have the high school football with 6 games on a Saturday and a Sunday in December with one layer of grass in the Northeast. You cannot do it. So you have to have a tray system, and now you got to dig up the concrete. You got to put all that in. You got to build it in the off season, which is going to take a couple months. And then MetLife has to give up the beginning, if not the majority, of their concert series, and they make more money off of concerts than they make off of football.
Yeah, I do think that's going to happen. I do think they get the tray in 2029. I think that's like the whole negotiation period.
Oh, where's Boomtown when we need him? Boomtown always says that's the year that I think the Jets will get good in 2029. So look at that, Lou. I'm a numbers guy. Things are aligning.
I do think that they're going to renovate MetLife. I know people that do concerts there. I've done concerts there. Their concert promoters are also complaining. There's a lot of things that you can't do when you do a concert there. I've done 3, 1 inside and 2 in the parking lot. And I'm talking about doing a concert there before Memorial Day weekend of next year as well. But
really,
yeah, there's a lot.
Are you willing to say what type?
I can't, but it's a musical act, and we'll see if it happens. But
all right. I am very good at introducing people. I introduced Wayne Corbett. If you need someone to introduce anyone, Lou, I'm your guy.
I know you are.
Thank you, pal.
The concert promoters are complaining too. So if the football teams and the concert promoters are complaining, then you do have a chance of them renovating the stadium. So they're doing it in Jacksonville, I believe. They're renovating the stadium.
Yeah,
I'm going to send that to you.
That stadium looks insane.
They're renovating. So I do not think they're going to build a new stadium. You look at Jets facility, they're spending more and more and more money there at One Jets Drive. That guy is not moving that facility. They live over there. There's helicopter landing pads. There's office space, and now a brand new gym. The fields are beautiful. Yeah. One Jets Drive is beautiful.
Well, let's say this. They did have Long Island for years and then come to New Jersey to play, but I know you're out there and you would love it.
I would love it.
But I'm one of the people that it's 20 minutes up the road.
Traffic is intense. They can never do that again. The traffic is insane.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes, 25 up the road for me. So I love where they're at.
I believe they'll never leave there. I think they're going to renovate. They have to do a facelift here. The stadium's very ugly. The seats are very ugly. They're very beat up. The concessions it's like Citi Field has good food. MetLife has good food where we were, but the rest of the food is terrible. Like, it's just not good. Yeah. So, we need improvements on the stadium. And ISU, I can't wait to see you in Tennessee. I started allocating out the tickets today. It was like so many tickets trying to figure out who sits next to who. It was just crazy because the funny part is I know like, this guy likes that guy. So we could put Neil next to Snowball and Johnny next to,
Johnny next to nobody. You can't put Johnny next to anybody.
And then Thunder Lips can sit with them too. So I was trying to sit them out because they gave us like sporadic tickets. So like in the
and you're in row M, right?
We're in we have all those rows. There's like
I'm in J.
A bunch of us.
Me and Nikki are in 110 row J.
Hold on. And the funny part is Beast is calling my phone right now. Beast. Not now, Beast. Not now. Call Nick Shine Show.
No, stop. Why did I do to you? What did I do to you, bro?
Hold on. I'm trying to see if we have row J. Tommy Tickets. All right. We're going to Tommy Tickets. What are your seats, Nick?
I'm pulling it right now for you. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm pulling that information up for you right now.
We do have tickets in J. Brief from Hot Girl Sports is in J.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Let's see. My tickets. What seats?
19, 20, 21, 22, and 19, 20.
I just have row J 2 seats together. I don't have the.
Don't have the numbers.
Perfect. All right. I'll make the aisle move.
Right, we're like 2 rows in front of you anyway. With Fireman Ed, Neil, Peter Castro, Thunder Lips, Jake's brother, just a crew of us.
Nice. Well, that's why I wanted to get down in front of you so I can get up and get everybody like going and making noise down in front of you guys.
And
I was a little strategic with that. I didn't want to be back behind you guys. I want to be down in front.
Well, we do have Fireman Ed, so we will definitely and we got a lot of people in 109 and more people that I don't even know in 110. So a lot of people bought there. And 125 is occupied by a lot of Jet fans too. That was like Mikey Hulk Hands and that whole crew.
Yeah.
Are going over there. And then in the morning, we all need to be together at that big tailgate. And then Barstool is the day before. So everyone at home is coming. Who's going in the chat? Who's going in the chat? Just say that you're going so we know.
Curly is sitting in the upper deck in the shade. Great. He's going to sneak in like marbles and throw them down at us. That's the type of guy that he is.
Nice, Curly. Who else is going?
I know Jay Quest and Nate are up top. They're in the first row.
Of what section?
The upper deck. I don't remember the exact. ISU is in 114 row AA.
All right, ISU. Let's go.
I've been in AA. ISU, I've gone to AA. It's not bad.
Exciting, man. Exciting. 23 days, 24 days.
Just win. So after the game, when we win, I know Jake will have the post show. And then I'm going to do one right after him. And everyone's invited. We'll have everyone come on live and we'll have a bash.
See, we didn't plan a place to go after we win because that's like a little bit too
we just went.
One person there with a balloon. Burn.
We just went. We start our own parade. Well, we just start a parade down Broadway.
We go back to Barstool. That would probably be it. It's like right across the street, and they're open that night. And my friend is actually DJing that night, but we could definitely go back to Barstool if we win. But we can't plan a victory party. That would be foolish and embarrassing.
No, we do a parade. We just start marching down Broadway.
Go nuts. All right. I may have to change my ticket because I was going to leave at like 7, 8 o'clock at night and just go home. But I don't know.
Change it to so me, Nikki, and Jake are on the first flight Monday morning out on United to Newark.
United. Yeah, no, I see all the flights. That's the one thing I'm good at is traveling.
Yeah.
These games.
But yeah, get on that. Change it to the next morning with us, and we'll all be on there together.
It'll be okay by then.
What?
Do you think Breece will be okay by then?
Full go? I don't know. I'm big on let Braelon be the workhorse that week and use Breece like a third down back. And if he's ready to go, then you give him more. But I would let Braelon get the bulk of it, especially if it's going to be one of those 90-degree hot early September days on a Sunday. Then I would just let Breece be the backup that day. And when Breece is ready to, if he shows he's ready to take over, you transition during the game, right?
I'm confident in Braelon. I really am. We have some.
I want to see him tote the rock. I really do. I've been dying for it.
And what's his name was playing good the other day too. He's just another work. Iguano, Kenyan.
Nwangu?
Yeah,
He ran hard last year when he got some opportunities after
Yeah,
Allen.
no, I mean,
he was
he's not
RB3.
give up easily. He's fine. That guy. Like if you need him, he's there. No problem.
So
He's a
Lou, I'm telling you,
great
this
return.
offensive line is good enough that I think anyone toting the rock is going to be successful. And now that you have, they inch a safety up, Gino's going to check. So if you want to stop the run, you got to take the chance of us throwing the ball downfield. Oh,
Curly's
Curly,
asking if Sadiq will be ready by the bye week. No, by the bye week, Curly. I think Sadiq's going to be ready for. Jesus Christ, Curly, don't say that. We need Sadiq game 1, and that he doesn't need to learn how to. He knows how to play football. Put him in for a few plays. He's going to do something. Look, when we went to camp, he went in for like 3 to 6 plays, and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
and that was the first time he was back at camp that day. I believe.
But again, it's the same injury, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's that hernia, it's that groin area.
It has to heal the right way.
Everything you do, you plant, you twist, you turn, you block, your core, everything there is, you know, you take a hit. Everything is, you got to be 100%. And again, as much as I want them to be ready for week 1, I'm not jeopardizing any player for week 1 when there's 16 more after it. If you got to sit for 2 or 3 to be right for 14, sign me up.
We do need Sweat though, and I hope he is healthy for that game.
That's my dude. He'll
really
be fine.
Do need him.
That's my dude.
I love the offensive line. I love our receivers. I think we have great receivers, except Arian. I really feel bad for him because he was a nice dude in person, but I guess it should be over for him.
We're Jets fans, Curly. We're all mentally ill.
Absolutely, you should have seen us the other day. Every single person we were with was mentally ill. Without a doubt. Our tailgate was like something else. And Gorman. Wow, Gorman. You got
one. He's one of one, man. When he pulled up, you've seen this, right? I sent that to you, I believe, right?
This guy. Yeah, I saw it.
60 hamburger rolls he goes home with, and he put them all in the freezer.
Frank? Did he take that from Frank? Where'd he get
Frank
that?
gave it to him. Frank's like, I'm going to get rid of these. You want them? Oh, sure, Mr. West. That's so kind of you. Thank you.
How many do you think he has left? And what do you think he's putting on these rolls?
I have a deal with him. He has, as of last night, hey, Siri, text Charles. I'm on a show. Everyone's asking for a hamburger bun update. Have you consumed any yet? And if so, how many? Question mark. I love you.
They've had butter, peanut butter and jelly, hamburgers, grilled cheese.
I said to him, I'm taking the Sands. I'm going to get a 5-gallon tub of peanut butter. And he's like, what? I'm like, how about like sandwich meat, like ham, salami, cheese? And he's like, oh, that ain't a bad idea. But here's the deal. He has to update me every time he has one. I said, I don't need gas money. I don't need a thank you. All I ask for in return is that you give me the information of when you consume them.
That's a lot of fucking buns.
That's so much, bro.
I like the new logo, though. Looks good.
Thank you.
NSS. I see it in the Discord. It looks pretty good. But I don't know. I don't know much to say except I just can't wait for Tennessee. I'm going to the Giants game, but I just hate losing to the Giants. I just hate the Giants.
Can't get off that day. I tried to get a half a day, but that's the first week teachers are back. And they locked the week out. So they're back on like a school schedule where only a certain amount of people are allowed to have off each day. I was like, what about a half a day? I'm like, I don't need the whole day. I'll come in, till 12:30. And
it's another night game, and we'll see what happens. I mean, the Giants looked like shit the other day. Also, their run stop was non-existent, even with Reese in the game. They just did not look like they could stop the run, and that was the beginning of the game. Man, they looked pretty bad. I think the Jets stopped the run better than the Giants from the first 10 plays of the game, thinking that those are the starters on both teams. I was like, wow, and the fucking Jets look better stopping the run than the Giants. And they had Arvell in there. And, I mean, he looked good. I mean, he's going to be great. I think he's going to be great.
You know who else looked good?
That's right. Yeah,
you wanted love.
No, I know. But
I love everything I see from Bailey. Really do. He played the run well. He didn't buy on the fakes.
Hey, y'all go subscribe to the Nick Shine Show.
Nice kid, too. He really is a nice kid. You can just tell he's a good kid. I can't believe he has that strength and speed. The other thing is that you could just see when they were in the game, they were wreaking havoc back there. I know it wasn't like a lot of results, but it was just like fucking motion back there quick from where we were looking. We were looking down to the right, watching them, and you just saw like havoc. Just you have to worry every time. Like if we're going to beat Josh Allen, it's going to be because of guys like McDonald and Bailey just beating him up in the back. That's the only way to beat a guy like that. I was watching a preseason. I'm like, this guy's throwing dimes again. He's just unbelievable. The only way to get him is to stop him from fucking throwing that ball. That's the only shot that we have against teams that have quarterbacks like that. And we need to be good in our division if we're going to do anything. So we need these guys to wreck quarterbacks and just break their face. That's what we need to be done here. So,
well, Jackson Dart got that done the other day because they did a corner blitz, which Aaron Glenn loves to do, and he just got crushed. And then he's complaining that he's in the tent. What?
Did they cut the guy? They're looking to get rid of the guy that was blocking for him that missed that block?
No, it was a running back who stepped up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. I have not consumed any from Charles Gorman.
So they're going to go bad, Gorman.
Followed by Love You Too. So he has not consumed any yet.
This is bread.
But they're in the freezer. He might not have the food to put on it. He's
already frozen. That's good. All right. Was he got a little too far into the backfield? You know, he's still learning. But I love that Dunbar at practice. Dunbar was literally speaking to them. They would come over, ask him a question. He would talk to them. He'd move them over. They'd come over. He moved them over. He's so like nonchalant about it, but he's teaching these guys. So he might be really good against the run, Bailey. So that's what I'm hoping for. He might be really good against it. Just was not coached properly. Dunbar is the master. Such a peaceful giant that he just walks by me like, whoa, man.
What a perfect segue, Lou. I'm going to give you two peaceful giants because we have 69 likes on the show right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I have to like it too. I just got on.
You're ruining it.
69. I get it.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I get it.
That's
it. I mean, I'm just so excited for these games. I can't wait.
I know.
And
I got to say, sitting next to you, your energy during a preseason game is wild.
I was probably the craziest person of all preseason because I know it means so much.
You were the only one yelling. Like, you could hear you on the Tampa Bay sideline. They're like, yo, this guy for real preseason.
I go nuts.
Stop. Somebody make a play. I'm like, Lou, it's the second quarter, bro. Like, chill.
No, because
second quarter in the first preseason game. And you're like leaning forward and intensely clapping. I'm like, I love it.
My section, I go nuts in my section. So sometimes it's like some of the same people. And
yeah.
Sometimes they switch and they sell their ticket. So if they sell their ticket to someone that's not on not a Jets fan,
they're in for a rude awakening.
And then I give the person that sold it a hard time when they come back. I'm like, did you sell tickets to a Pittsburgh fan?
Why are you making plans? Why are you making plans on a Sunday?
I'm like, every time I come here and your seats is a different color, so I fuck with them like that. I give them such a hard time they think about not doing it. So, but it's a good group. That group is a really good group.
Yeah. You got Method Man 3 rows behind you. One row behind him, you had the kid from the Instagram video. I hate this team. I'm born into it. I'm never going to change, but I hate this team. He's there. I have a picture I took. I got Matt O'Leary over this shoulder, and Matt's looking right at my phone. And I got Meth over this shoulder, and then that kid right next to Meth. And I'm like, so I don't know. I think I told you the story. 29 years ago, I went to SummerSlam at Madison Square Garden. It was Undertaker against Stone Cold in the Highway to Hell. If anyone watched, they played that song to death. And my friends knew where I was going to be sitting. And then they showed Method Man on TV, and then his section number was right there. So the joke has been that Nick Shine had better seats than Method Man at SummerSlam. So I sent that picture with Meth 3 rows behind me, and I'm like, 29 years later, I still got better seats than Meth, and that just blew up the chat. That was a great moment. Thank you for making that happen.
Of course, Gary Vee sits there too. There's a lot of great people in that section, but I tell you, Method Man is a real Jets fan. That fucking guy is at every game. He's at the preseason game. He's at practice. He goes around with his camera. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I have.
Too. He is a real. There's celebrities that just go there for to go, but Method Man is a real true Jets fan. I see him going crazy over some shit sometimes. So I love that. I never bother him. I see him there all the time. I never bother him. But that's just those are his seats.
Preseason's a time to say hello to those people, right? Like,
I'm thinking about
regular season game, man. They're a fan. They're there to watch the game just like you are. But preseason, he was out by
times, on big plays. There's only a few, but we've definitely jumped over and celebrated. He's like 3 seats, so I could reach him sometimes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I always say what's up, but I'm not like, didn't chop it up with him yet. I will at one point. I know that he knows I'm a real fan too, because he sees me going nuts all the time. He's rolling his eyes sometimes. So I love it though. I love going to the games, and I cannot wait to go to Tennessee. With everyone, that is going to be great. And anyone who's not there, know that we are cheering the fuck out of this team over there. We want to be loud. We want to know if you could hear us on TV.
Oh, we're going to be nuts.
Every fucking thing we got.
We're going to be nuts. It's going to be a good time.
All right, man. You have a good night.
You too, man. Thank you. And thank you for the ticket the other day. That was a hell of an experience. And I have to thank you on behalf of Jay Graves, Genergy, and Gorman too.
I was so happy for
facilitating that.
That was great. So the story here is one of my friends that has these tickets. I called them, and when they showed me their tickets were in like 338. I'm like, 338 preseason. So I called my friend. I said, "You going today?" He's like, I don't know. I go, "You're in Long Island. Don't say you don't know. You're not going," because he doesn't want to give these away. I said, "Just send me his seats. I got really good people to go in. They're really good Jet fans." And he's like, "All right, I'm trusting because those seats, like, he doesn't want to get in trouble there." So he sent them over to me, and I just gave them to them. So those are front row. End zone.
Yeah, Bill, you're not wrong. The ladies are sitting. Charles is standing.
You had to see him there. When he was on, there was like the dance camera, and he got on there, and we looking at a 40-foot Charles was like fucking hilarious. To us sitting there and we're looking at this, we are dying. Like
I missed it. Why did I miss it, Lou? Where was I?
Where were you at that time? You went.
You know where I was. I was eating more of the steak. I was having more of that flank steak. Every time you looked at me, I had flank steak.
The butcher's block is in that suite, so it's very good. And Chef Kevin and him were just eating a lot. But hey, Hap, hope all is well. Hap, are you going to Tennessee? Or I guess the next time I'll see Hap is that boy.
Hey, what's up, Hap?
Hap, are you going to Tennessee is the question. Hope he is. Hap's a good guy. Me and Hep have exactly the same football taste. Like, I like Love. He likes Love. I like Cole Payne. We like all the same guys. But I'll let you go. I just wanted to call in.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Later, guys.
Go Jets. All right, folks, we are at the end of tonight's program. I thank all of you for being here. We will have some news tomorrow, what they expect from Aaron Glenn in terms of Breece Hall recovery timeline. Maybe we'll have that answer tomorrow. I would expect that, I don't know if they'll say day to day, 2 to 3 weeks. We'll keep an eye on that. We got Devondre Sweat back on the field. Braelon Allen getting the workload now. How's he look with the ones? These are all things to keep an eye on. We are out, folks. Thank you for watching the program. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. We are the show for the rest of the week. We got tomorrow night, 6:30. Wednesday's up in the air. Might have plans Wednesday. If not, Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. I'll know tomorrow what day we're on. Friday, game stream, watch party with Dylan Terman will be here. Sunday night, working on one of the legends to see if we can get either Marvin Jones or Tony Richardson here. So, as always, if you are on Discord, hit me up at Nick Shine Show. We'll add you to the Shiner Discord. You'll be the first to know everything. And it's time to fly, baby. Jets take flight.
You have superpowers. You got to fly over there.
Do the membo.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Jets, 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 Jets.
All right, everyone. We're out. God bless. Have a great night. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, different eras, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part. Some played the game, some changed the game. Some more the number, some earned their fame. Different eras, but the spark was the same. Left a mark on our hearts, we remember their names. Yeah, different eras, same heart. Just forever, every snap left a mark. Make the story better, take it from the start. Every legend played a part.
Here we go, baby. J-E-T-S, Jets, 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 let's go, baby.